Well, hello, everyone. My name is Liz Gracia. I'm founder of the Mind, Body, Spirit Network. And today is our March book review with the High Vibe Tribe, where I invite some of my Mind, Body, Spirit Network members that I consider very high vibers. You know, they got the consciousness, healing, loving thing going on. I invite them in to share one of their favorite books. So this is our March 2018 book review club, and we're just kind of have fun here, and we want you to hope you find some of these book reviews really helpful, and we always pick the ones that we feel are going to shift you in a big way. So that's our intention. So first up in the book review club is Miss Linda Armstrong. Linda, have at it.
All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Linda Armstrong, and I'm an energy healer and a transformation coach. And so what I do is I help people release all that heavy energy that's blocking them and keeping them stuck, not able to move forward to creating a life they love. So, you know, that's what I do. I bring in the light and I help to release that darker energy, that heavier energy. So today I'm going to share the book that I chose, which is The Reconnection. Now, I'm the Audible girl, so I hope you can see that.
Dr. Eric Pearl, is that the author's name?
Dr. Eric Pearl.
Okay.
It's called The Reconnection, Heal Yourself, Heal Others. So I somehow happened upon this book, just like everything else I've ever learned along my way of different healing modalities and things that I guess are meant for me to work with. So I recently came across Dr. Pearl and his work. And this book, The Reconnection, is all about this energy frequency that is on the planet that anybody can tap into to heal themselves and to heal others. And so the neat thing about this is, in like half of the book, he's talking about his own experience and kind of what led him to this happening. Because he wasn't like awakened in this spiritual world at all. He was a chiropractor. And it was just, he wanted to bring healing to people, but it wasn't from this point of view where many of us are that are in this spiritual realm. And things just started happening for him. All this crazy things with the patients, the clients he had on his table, giving chiropractic work to, where they start channeling beings and information for him, where he would, he started feeling his energy in his hands. So he started to just raise his hands above the people he was working with. And he found that things would start involuntarily moving in their body, their eyes, their feet. And he tells them of different examples of what has happened. It's like someone who couldn't even barely make it up the steps into his office winds up leaving, standing tall for the first time in his life, and walking out the door. I mean, there's so many stories, so many things that he has healed from, you know, the extremes of cancer to simple things. And it just kept developing for him. And so I'm not going to tell you the whole book, you know, I feel like I want to. But the first half of it tells about his story about his mother, who actually died giving birth to him, had this whole experience and came back and shares that story, because part of why she came back is she was told you have to raise your son. There's work for him to do, that kind of a thing. So anyway.
What do you mean she came back?
She died giving birth, but she came back to, she didn't have a near-death experience. He calls it, she had a death experience.
Okay. So she had a death. Okay, so she
died. Yeah. And so she went through, you know, all of this happened out there gave her a whole new perspective of life and what it's all about. So he talks about that kind of thing, and just the journey of how he came to what is now. He's like teaching hundreds of thousands of people to do this work, and it's growing this healing on the planet. So there's this frequency that he's been able to tap into, that he has figured out that he can actually teach other people to tap into it. And so that's what he's doing. And really, just by listening or reading the book, you're bringing in these healing frequencies. You're already opening up to it.
Oh, cool.
And it's recommended that you listen or read it 3 times to really bring it in.
Wow.
What I especially like about him is, because I've learned many different modalities, but I never really follow them to the T. I just don't. I do whatever comes to me whatever I'm guided to do, I have that be what directs it, even though I'm working through maybe some modality that I'm working with. So in listening to this book, what I really got was, there's no right way. And that's like been my motto. I've been hearing this for like the past month or so. There's no right way. There's no right way. Sometimes people get so locked into thinking things have to be a certain way, and that stops them from actually moving forward. So this book, I know I'm talking a lot, and I'm telling you the tiniest bit about it, really. But it's inspired me so much that I'm going, me and my husband and my son are going for a session with the Reconnected Healer here in New York City.
Wow.
This coming Sunday.
Okay, I have heard of Reconnective Healing before.
Okay.
Cheryl doesn't, what's our hand friend? Cindy.
Yeah, Cynthia Clark, yeah.
She does Reconnective Healing. Oh, okay, awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
I made the connection. Got it.
I experience it for myself, and and I feel energy in my hands. I've had that for a while, but I think this is just a little bit different frequency to tap into. So anyway,
cool. Show us your screen again.
Yeah, what's the author's name again?
Dr. Eric Pearl. I don't know if I can get it without glare.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
Heal others, heal yourself. Okay, cool. Great.
So anybody can do it. You
Awesome.
don't have to be certified in anything, and that's cool.
Awesome. Thank you, Linda. Let's see. Cheryl Murphy, how about you're up?
Hi, everybody. My name is Cheryl Murphy. I am a psychic medium, and I'm located in Los Angeles area. So what I do in my mediumship is I help connect people with their loved ones on the other side to help bring through evidential validation and confirmation that love is eternal, and our loved ones who have crossed over are still with us, and that we never die. And even our pets and our friends, our families, they continue to support us through this life. So I want to share with you a book today. Speaking of healing, Linda, this is a book about John of God, and he is a Brazilian healer. And this book is by Heather Cumming, who Heather is John of God's translator, because he does not speak English or other languages. He only knows Portuguese. But Heather is so talented in French, German, English, Portuguese. So she does translate for him and travel the world with him. And John of God is a full trance medium. And he lives in Brazil, but he does travel to the United States once a year. He comes to the Omega Institute in October, and that is in Rhinebeck, New York. But what I love about John of God, I've been seeing him for the last 10 years, whether I see him at Omega in New York, or I've also traveled to Abidjan in Brazil to see him, where he has his own casa. John of God is in his 80s right now, but he's been channeling or fully and being incorporated medium since he was 14. He does this healing for others, where he's healed illnesses. He's helped you manifest. He does this at no charge. So just to let you know, this is all for your benefit, because John of God believes that he does not heal. It is God who heals. He is the instrument. And John of God's philosophy, and for all of you, is that everything is possible, and that he vibrates on a very high, positive, loving, unconditional energy, where he channels spirits or spirit doctors through to help you. And believe me, these spirit doctors have lived in the 1950s, the 1960s. They are real people who have lived, who choose as doctors. They choose to come back in through John of God to help heal those who either need help with a physical illness or mental, or just to help manifest and help enrich our lives. So this is a wonderful man. Once again, John of God. This is a book by Heather Cumming. There are many, many books about John of God, wonderful YouTube videos. He also has a website. Once again, he is fully supported. He has so many people volunteering and supporting him. I really hope you pick up this book, because it talks about his life, or who he channels, and how to even care for yourself, and includes some prayers too. So I really hope you pick this one up. This is a reference. This is one to keep on your reference library shelf.
Cool. So he talks about different conditions and types of things he's helped people with, or
He talks, yes, there are examples of healers in here. And, you know, a lot of doctors study John of God. Just to let you know, when you start looking for books about him, there are many medical Western medicine doctors who have worked with John of God, who themselves and their family members have received miraculous healings. And so therefore the doctors also speak for him, follow him, and support him on his journey. Yeah.
So Cheryl, you've been in his presence quite a bit. Could you kind of share your experience? Like
I have also been when I sit in meditation in front of him or in his casa, is that you feel the spirits coming in to help support you. It's like a big bear hug, and they're telling you, I mean, I'm feeling it, I'm hearing it clairvoyantly, clairaudiently, that they're here to help support us and help manifest us. And I have to tell you some amazing, just amazing examples is that you realize that after you leave John of God's presence, that energy stays with you and that you're still manifesting and that everything is possible. And it's always on the highest vibration of love, just of wonderful things happening to you. So you realize, I think what I've learned from John of God is that manifesting is coming very rapidly these days, right? We're manifesting very rapidly. We can see the results happening in front of us. You know, that's an amazing gift, right? Yeah. When we live in that positivity that everything is possible. So always ask for what you want in life.
Cool. Thank you.
Can I add to that a little bit?
Please.
Am I not muted, right? Okay. Because Liz is frozen right now, so I don't know what's going on. Anyway, it's, you know, it just goes to show there's no coincidence, right? Because Eric Pearl's different than John of God, but they both channel. It's pretty much other beings doing the work through them.
Right.
My understanding of John of God.
Correct.
But also for Eric Pearl, like people, he doesn't put hands on the people he's working with, but the people on the table are like, you were moving my feet. I felt you touch my head. I felt you. They're feeling, and then they're even saying, there were people in the room. Who did you let in the room? Because their eyes are closed. They don't really know what's happening. And they're like, I felt that people were like swirling around the ceiling. So like the people he's working with, or I guess hopefully everybody who does this, bring in these spirits who want to come and help heal. Yeah,
it's amazing, right? It's amazing that we're talking about healing in this conversation today, and about how the higher powers, or even people like spirit doctors with John of God, come through to help, because that was their calling in life, and that's their calling now in the spirit world.
Yeah.
So we're very blessed to have Eric Pearl and John of God to be receiving that information and helping to teach us how to connect, or how to also receive those gifts. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, well, I will go next.
Okay.
If we're through with that conversation. My book is, and it's showing up backwards, I can see, it's called Life Loves You. And this is by Louise Hay and Robert Holden. And I started reading this book because my birthday was last month. And I gave myself a birthday present of going to the CHopra Center and participating in a Love Beyond Limits workshop that Robert Holden was the keynote speaker in. And I got this book as a result of seeing him there. And this book is actually a book that he wrote with Louise Hay, and it's almost like, it's called 7 Spiritual Practices to Heal Your Life. So it offers a lot of different modalities that you can use. I'm looking at the key themes that they have in the book here, and one is the mirror principle, which kind of helps you to connect with what you really want and connect with loving yourself and affirming your life, healing the ego's basic fear, forgiving the past, reclaiming your original innocence, which is an amazing exercise. It's an amazing process. Being grateful now, which is something that I always am mindful of, and cultivating basic trust, learning to receive, which a lot of us have trouble doing that. Some are very good at giving, but not so good at receiving. And I found myself guilty of that. And having this book is teaching me techniques to use and to allow me to get better at that. And choosing love over fear is one of the other themes here. Well, I love this book, first of all, because it gives you real life tactics and techniques. Mm-hmm. And the other reason why is because when I had that, went to that workshop with Robert Holden, he is so cute. I mean, he just is the cutest guy. We had so much fun, him talking about, you know, he's the one that did Shift Happens and really and a lot of other books, and you know, he's well renowned and he really is working, and his mission is working in the area of love. Well, excuse me here, the Life Loves You is one of the mantras that Louise Hay said all the time. She, you know, whenever she was talking about wanting to talk with you, she would always end it with life loves you. And really what it's saying is that life isn't what it does for you, but all of life is love. And everything about this life is to love you and really to give you what you want in life, to make you feel nourished. And what we have to do is just be able to connect with and receive that love. And I thought it was really funny. It's in the first intro in the book, and Robert Holden told us a story when we were at the workshop, where he was talking about, he was so excited because he was, you know, just starting his career, and he got an opportunity to talk at an event where Louise Hay was, you know, really putting on this event. And so he got in there and he was getting ready to go on. You know, he was back in the green room where everybody gets ready and waits for their time to come on. And she wanted to do his makeup. And he was like, what? You know, I don't wear makeup, first of all, you know, and I, you know, I thought I looked fine, but he's like, if Louise Hay wants to do my makeup, I'll let her do my makeup. So she did his makeup, and all throughout their partnership and working together, she would always do his makeup. And after she did his makeup, she would always say, life loves you. And so at one point he said, you know what, we need to make this as a book. And so they did collaborate together for this book that gives 7 techniques and practices to heal your life.
I hope it's on audio.
It isn't. I tried to get it on audio when I was coming back from San Diego, but they do have it, or at least for mine. I don't know. I don't use Audible, but I did see that there was an ebook.
So Liz has internet connection problems, and so we're going to wrap it up between all of us.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know, we're still recording, so this is great. We're just going to miss one book today. That's all. So we have like the 3 of us, and you know, with your book was a perfect wrap up, I think, Deborah, to ours, because really everything is all about love. Life loves you, and we're here because we are love. And that's really what all of us and everybody else in the Mind Body Spirit Network works with, is just bringing more love and light to the planet and help people heal and evolve and grow into the greatness of who we truly are.
Exactly. Yep.
So do either of you guys want to say anything else before I guess we'll wrap up the recording?
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you, everybody, for listening. I hope you pick up all 3 books. These are great books to have on your reference library, or also to share with friends. You can even give them as a gift, because everything happens on the divine frequency of love. We manifest, we create, we heal, we attract. So when you find out that that's a loving, positive vibration, and that you are able to do that yourself, I really feel that these these books will help you reach that level even quicker. So please pick these books up. They're fabulous. These authors are tremendous people themselves.
Wow, and I have to share that as you spoke, as soon as you started, I have head to toe rolling goosebumps.
Ooh, good. Angel bumps.
Yeah. Laura, you want to add anything before we end?
No, absolutely not. That was absolutely a perfect ending. And all I want to say is, yes, I agree with everything that's been said. And really, I send love and light to you and hope that you'll enjoy our recommendations.
Great. All right. Peace, love, and light. See you girls
Namaste.
next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.